Breaking right now, Prince Harry is going to miss Archie's apparent birthday to go to Las Vegas. Over a decade since this happened. Wonder how Megsy baby feels about that.
Breaking news, folks. Prince William is reportedly ready to take the gloves off. After years of chaos, controversy and, attacks on the royal family, insiders say William is now pushing to strip Meghan Markle of her HRH title.
But first, Prince William has finally snapped. Enough is enough. He has told friends he will strip Meghan Markle of the HRH title she keeps using, defying an agreement with the late Queen Elizabeth II to no longer use the title. The Daily Beast has reported that King Charles is turning a blind eye, but King William won't. Let me take you through this reporting from Tom Sykes, who writes, Prince William will strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles when he becomes king, after Meghan made it clear she plans to continue using the honorific, sources have told the Daily Beast. William's determined position makes a stark contrast to that of the king, who is understood not to have any appetite for a fight on the issue. A former courtier, and remember, Prince William keeps in touch with most of his former courtiers, so this matters, tells the publication, Charles might be happy to put up with this, but William won't. He loathes and despises Harry and Meghan with every bone in his body. He believes they have betrayed everything the family stands for, and the idea that they are using their royal status as a calling card will enrage him. P. Diner, royal YouTube sensation, joins me now. P. Diner, I clapped when I read this reporting from Tom Sykes because it's what I have been reporting for some time. You know, the mainstream media is so loath to pick up on this stuff now, but Tom Sykes, the European editor-at-large for the Daily Beast, who's a very well-connected man, is doing a good job on it. Because why can't we tell the truth about how William really feels about Harry and Meghan? I love this source quote. It's what sources close to William have been telling me for years. He loathes and despises Harry and Meghan with every bone in his body. He believes they have betrayed everything the family stands for. I just thought it was worth repeating that line, P. Diner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And, we have to think about what William has gone through. He has put up with a lot around this relationship. He's tried to warn his brother about Meghan, and to his credit, everything that he thought would happen has essentially happened. So imagine William's frustration when he's tried to warn his brother about the kind of person that he sees Meghan to be, and now they're coming true, and Harry is just not listening. It's at a breaking point. He cannot move forward with his brother and allow this kind of behavior to continue. It's chipping away at the monarchy. It's chipping away at the institution and the fabric and what it means and how it's been built and for its long-term sustainability. And Meghan is slowly doing that, and it frustrates William. He tried to warn his brother, and now he has to put a stand because it's just something that Meghan has brought to America now, and slowly she is starting to get some, I believe, Americans to see things her way, and William has to put a stop to it. He's got to stop her moving forward with what she has been doing to the institution for so long now. It's an emergency at this point. It really is.
For good. The monarchy has had enough, and William, as the future king, is stepping into action. So hit subscribe if you're tired of all the drama and want to see the royal family finally take a stand. Let's get into this.
It is P. Diner. And look, I'm going to stress again, even though I don't politically agree with him on a whole load of issues, especially Islam, King Charles is in a really difficult spot. I mean, look at the front pages of all of the newspapers here in the UK today, P. Diner. This address where King Charles gave his most personal statement about the cancer battle he is facing, a message of hope, the Metro calls it. But remember, he is quoting Deborah James, take risks, love deeply. Now, Deborah James, I knew her actually, incredible woman, bowel babe. She's someone who inspired the nation. But She had terminal cancer, P. Dinah. So the fact that King Charles is quoting her, I think, does show where his head is at. Royal sources say there's still a lot of hope, there's lots of positivity, but remember, Lady Colin Campbell has reported on this show that King Charles's cancer is incurable. So you can understand when you've got that sort of battle going on, maybe you don't want to pick another battle. However, I agree with you, this is an emergency. And this idea, by the way, this idea that somehow Meghan Markle is following the agreement because she's not commercializing the name is complete rubbish. I mean, that is the line, actually, that a former courtier used to Tom Sykes. I covered the Sandringham Summit up close. It wasn't simply that they were not meant to use the HRH title to, sell crappy jams, scam jam, which can't even be called jam. No, they were not meant to use the HRH titles at all, ever. End of story. So they're complete lies. I mean, look, the official statement, P. Dinah, is still on the official royal website. So I went and just checked it. Let me read it to you. The Sussexes will not use their HRH titles as they are no longer working members of the royal family. That's it. So they're both liars and they're both scum because, okay, you can say, well, have your issues with Charles and William, but they're the ones who to this day claim to have respect for Queen Elizabeth II. No, they do not. They trample over her memory and trample over her grave on a daily basis. And that is why monarchists all around the world, not just in the UK, P. Dinah, will never forgive them.
Absolutely. And it proves Meghan has no respect. She has no respect for the institution, no respect for the rules that she is supposed to follow now that she is married into this family. She clearly is proving to everyone that she just doesn't care. She will do what she wants to do because guess what? There are no consequences to anything that she does. And to the point about, not being able to use this just for commercial reasons, it's like if I'm someone that wants to be a doctor, I can't just put the doctor on my name. I can't just call myself Esquire. I mean, you just can't do it because you don't have that title that is valid to go with your name. And that's what Meghan knew. It doesn't matter if it was commercial or not. She knew it. She doesn't respect it. And what she's trying to do, I believe, is to blur the lines between royalty in the UK and in America. Because most Americans, I hate to keep saying it, but if they don't follow this, they just see a very superficial version of this royalty that Meghan carries with her. So when she uses this HRH, they don't quite really understand that she's not supposed to use it. They see, oh, HRH, it just confirms their thoughts around royalty. And it's not about Meghan breaking rules. It's about her, oh, she's royalty. And so Meghan is doing that with clear intention because she knows she can get away with it in America secretively. And at the same time, she just doesn't care. And I think that should be, cause enough to really make consequences. This is why she continues to do these things because nothing ever happens to her.
Yeah, but by the way,
William
Peter,
has
well,
to
of
make
course.
Here's what most people don't know. Even after stepping back from royal duties, Meghan still legally holds the Her Royal Highness's title. She simply doesn't use it. This technicality has angered royal loyalists.
No consequence, but I guess the consequence is failure. The consequence is that no one wants to support her because of this, and that's what she can't get her stupid head around. Like, there's a reason Confessions of a Female Founder has dropped out of the top 100 Spotify charts, which I just find beautiful. It's hilarious. More publicity than any podcast in the world. And it's because people know she's not authentic. They don't buy into her bullshit of, I'm the nicest woman in the world. But I do just want to play you. Again, I always apologize. It's a very short clip, but just bear with me. I do want to play you just the moment within the Jamie Kern-Lima interview where the HRH slip is revealed, P. Dinah, because I'm sorry, to say that this isn't in some way commercialized is ludicrous. It is commercialized because it's so obvious that this interview was planned, cooked up, scripted between the two of them. And you honestly think Jamie Kern-Lima, who has just degraded herself, by the way, I mean, this is a successful billionaire who's had Oprah on her show. It's like you've degraded yourself to now become a PR and start defending the indefensible. But the idea that she would have included this is ludicrous, because I really want people to watch closely. Meghan, she can't help herself, Peter. She's like, she knows what Jamie Kern-Lima is going to say, and she's almost urging her on and like finishing the script for her. Yeah. So just watch this, Peter, and I'll get you to come in after.
I remember someone else's kid falling on the playground. Tons of people there. You're the first one to run over there. You don't even think about it. It's like you're over there, you're taking care of that child, like right away. I've seen you do this in multiple places. You know, you speak of strawberries. When I was like super stressed out one time, I had in-laws and all these people visiting.
You had a very full house.
Very full house. And all of a sudden I get word that, you know,
Drop something off.
all of a sudden you dropped off this gift basket with ice creams, homemade strawberry sauce to put on top of the ice cream, just to see if that helps lighten my load. It was like as if you're in my shoes, feeling what I was feeling without me even needing to tell you anything. And you're doing something that adds value to my life. And when I see the joy.
So it's all set up, isn't it, P. Dinah?
Oh my goodness. Yes, because that's what Meghan does. This woman is a billionaire. I mean, of course she's going to do that. She wants something from this woman. She wants something from people like her. Like, she doesn't do this out of the kindness of her heart for people that have been her longtime friends. I mean, we've seen how she's treated her longtime friend, Nanaki. So, you know, Meghan, it's just like we see right through your fake behavior. And no amount of saying how kind you are is going to make people think, oh, isn't she so kind? Because we see the dead bodies that trail behind you. We see all of the nasty things you have done. We know how you have treated your father. So no amount of saying that you are such a good friend and saying all these nice things convinces anybody. All it does, it shows us how fake you are to people that you want something from or who you want to attach yourself to, because real kindness comes from the people who you don't want nothing from. Real sincere kindness comes from the people who could do nothing for you. It comes from the people who you've had long-term friendships with that have known you before you were even in the royal family. You know, all this kindness happens to people that have known her since she's married into the royal family. She's not showing this kindness to people who knew her when. So it doesn't really count with people like Jamie. It really counts with the other people that knew you before when you had nothing. That's where the real friendships and kindness that Meghan wants to show comes from, those people. So you don't hear those people saying, you know, Meghan did this for me. Even after she became royalty, she was so kind. You don't hear those people because those people have been ghosted. So you cannot gaslight us with this podcast and say what a great person Meghan is, because we have the proof that nobody in her past that knew her when is saying the things that Jamie is saying. That is what counts and matters, because they're not saying it. But people like Jamie, oh yeah, because she's a new friend. That's why.
Many say she really shouldn't carry any royal recognition after publicly attacking the institution that gave it to her. And now, Prince William is reportedly working behind the scenes to close that loophole once and for all. With King Charles facing health challenges, Prince William is increasingly stepping into a leadership role.
Yeah, but what about Jessica Mulrooney, though? A showbiz friend who was also completely thrown under the bus the moment that there was some negative publicity. So look, we know Jamie Kern-Lima is trying to support. Yeah, you can't defend it. She's trying to excuse the inexcusable. And I mean, I just think, P. Dinah, that the consequence, I guess, is failure. And this was a massive failure for both of them. So let me show you the YouTube stats for the Jamie Kern-Lima podcast. It's had 6,543 likes. By contrast, 23,591 dislikes, 78%. Now, PD Dinah, we know YouTube very well, don't we? I mean, Most of my videos get about a 99% like rate. So that is just almost like a record level of dislikes. And then the other hilarious thing, Big Diner, and I'm not wanting to blow my own trumpet, but just using it as an example, my analysis of the interview has more views than the interview itself, which is extraordinary, especially given the way the algorithm works, right?
Right. Yes. This is just going downhill. Megan does not hold any weight. She cannot bring people to have an interest in, truly an interest of what they're trying to, garner from this interview. That they're not getting. They're getting the people that just look at Megan and think the audacity. These are the people like us that are watching this. But the true people that Megan is trying to hit and get to, they're not watching this because Megan's, she's just going down, and she really is. It's so pathetic. It's sad that you have to toot your own horn around this interview, Megan, to make people believe that you are like this raw, vulnerable, nice person. And we know you're not. And people are just not going to follow you in the authentic way you want them to. It's sad, it's pathetic, it's not going to get her what she wants. And it's for us, it's just the audacity. I sit and watch her all the time and think, girl, you don't even understand. It is not going to get better for you. You have hit the road, and this is the dead end. I mean, I don't know what she thinks she's going to get from doing this interview. I mean, the numbers tell you everything you need to know, right? So, I mean, Megan, at this point, she needs to just pack her suitcases, and she just needs to maybe go back to the UK or just humble herself,
No thanks.
disappear.
Don't even
Well,
suggest.
yeah, I know that.
Don't even go there, girlfriend.
I know.
No way. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, Harry is packing his bags for a bizarre return to Las Vegas. So let me take you through this story. There it is, reported in the Times. Prince Harry to return to Vegas 13 years after notorious party. The Duke will launch a scheme to promote future youth leadership in the Nevada city, where naked photographs of him with young women emerged in 2012. Now, this was actually revealed exclusively by People magazine, of course, because People magazine did it in a way that Harry wanted without mentioning the naked billiards and all of that. And so this is because he's taking part in a conversation hosted by Dr. Tessie Ojo. She is the CEO of the Diana Award, which is the only charity that bears the name of Princess Diana. The event, which is part of the AI platform for business transformation, ServiceNow's Knowledge 2025 conference, will launch the Diana Awards Pledge to Invest initiative, which celebrities, future leaders, and helps inspire forward-thinking businesses to support their mission. So that's like the official spin, P. Diner. That's how it was reported in the way that Harry leaked it to People magazine. But then look at this today from The Sun. Prince Harry to miss son Archie's 6th birthday as he heads back to Las Vegas without Meghan Markle. This isn't the first time Harry has skipped Archie's birthday celebrations. Now, it's truly bizarre to me, given the type of rhetoric that they put out. But as according to Taz posted on this, he seems to miss his son's birthday every single year. Perhaps Archie wasn't actually born on the day they said, hence all the ridiculous games they played around his birth. And I would say, look, that's certainly a possibility, because we do know that there were so many games going on. But even given this is the day that he publicly celebrates the birthday, it's still a bizarre decision, even just from a PR perspective. Like, they literally are such liars. They don't even realize how bad this looks. Like, how can she be on every interview, you know, Drew Barrymore or wherever it is, saying, oh, we like to not go to certain places together so that we're always there for the child. I mean, it's just bizarre. It's just bizarre, especially given, by the way, P. Diner, we got the truth from Meghan Markle about the fact that she's had this nanny for 5 years that drops the kids at school and, by what I'm told, does most of the hands-on work. But what do you make of the fact that Harry is going to miss Archie's birthday to return solo to the scene of the crime, Las Vegas?
Handling key decisions, strategy and public messaging. Sources say William views Meghan and Harry's actions as a direct threat to the monarchy and that the soft approach has failed. A royal insider told one tabloid, "William believes the institution must defend itself. Stripping titles would send a clear message. No one is above the crown." So, public opinion is shifting fast, and even former Meghan defenders are questioning whether she deserves to keep royal status. The royal family has been patient, but Prince William knows the stakes are just too high, and Meghan's HRH status may soon be history. What do you think? Is this long overdue or just adding fuel to the fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the moment this royal showdown turns nuclear.